Good evening, everybody. Let's talk about the movie Christy. Unlike the last movie I just reviewed earlier today, I have plenty to say about this, so kick back and relax. First of all, I just want to mention that it's extremely hot in my apartment still. It's mid-November here in Tucson, and they haven't turned the apartment complex. Usually, like, they do it manually, so they turn the AC stays on for a certain part of the year. The heater goes on the rest of the year, and you can turn the heater off. You can turn the AC off, but like, I need to turn my AC back on. It's still ridiculously hot in my apartment. But anyway, Christy. All right, so let's get to the ratings first. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 65%. IMDb has it at 6 out of 10. And Fandango has it at a very high 97%. So this movie, I went in blind. Like, I surprisingly had never really heard of her, which is very, shocking to me because this was like my era. Like, this was all happened during my lifetime. I'm a sports crazed person. And I've really never heard of her, never heard of her story. So she's crazy. I don't know how she fell through the cracks because it was a really good story. There's three things in this movie that I've never been able to understand. I mean, obviously there's a lot of things in this world I don't understand. But three things like racism, homophobia, and beating women. Those are just three things that I just don't understand. And two of them are in this movie. And I have my difficulties and issues with women. Right, I think most men do. I don't hate them. I just have a complicated. It's complicated. Like, I want equality for them because that's the era that I was raised in. Equality, and all this stuff. But then, it's like, it seems like most women don't really want that. It's like, and then you don't know, like, some women want you to approach them, other women don't. They're overly sensitive. So something that you could say the same thing to a man that you say to a woman in the same tone, everything. A man will take it like whatever, and a woman will try to get you fired for it. So it's just crazy how different everything is. And it's like, I was raised to, see women as a equal partner, but the older I get and farther I go into this miserable cesspool of dating, the more I find out that's, the man that I was raised to be is not what women want. So, but anyways, let's get to the movie. That's not what you guys tune in for. This movie, wow, really good. Sydney Sweeney, she did a really good transformation into Christy Martin. It's hard. They tried to ugly her up, but it's not possible. I've never. Sydney Sweeney's a weird one, to be honest. I'm not trying to say she's unattractive. She has a great body. She's a pretty woman, but I've never looked at her and said, "Wow, she's so pretty." But when they in this movie, I think it was because they specifically tried to ugly her up, I guess, lack of a better term. It kind of brought out the natural beauty that she has. And I saw Sydney Sweeney in a different way. They did a great job of hiding her figure. That's really hard to do because she's got a great one. She takes great care of her body. And she did really well. I thought she did the last movie she did, Americana. I thought she did a really good job in that. I think she did a really good job of acting in this. I think that she is. I don't know if she's going to succeed at it because, women get typecast. I mean, it happens to men too, but once a woman gets typecast a certain way, Once they're seen as kind of a sex symbol, that's kind of all they are. I understand. I can see that she wants to be taken serious as an actress, and she's doing a really good job of transitioning that way. From I think she got. I think she was a child actress, right? But she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and then she did Euphoria, and like Euphoria is where she blew up, turned into this sex symbol that she is. And so it's nice, it's refreshing to see her transition into more of a serious actress, because a lot of young actresses don't really do that, and then they turn around when they're 40, and once they can't get the roles that they used to get for the last 20 years, then they have a problem with being sexualized, right? That's the typical female actress arc. But Sydney Sweeney, I think, is going to be different. And good for her. And then Ben Foster, like, I have admired Ben Foster as an actor for a long time. He's been fantastic in everything I've seen him in. I don't know why he never was able to transition into being a leading man, because he definitely has the acting chops, and he's not an unattractive man. He's definitely a guy who could play a leading role. But he just never has. He was unrecognizable in this movie. Like, I knew going in that Ben Foster was in this movie, and that's the only way I was able to I eventually, towards the end of the movie, as he aged, even though he never really aged, even though this story takes place over the course of 20 plus years, towards the end of the movie you could kind of see Ben Foster kind of peeking out. But in the first few scenes with him, I was like, I know that's Ben Foster, but that looks nothing like that looks nothing like Ben Foster, sounds nothing like Ben Foster. It's crazy. The transformation he made. He absolutely killed it again. I think that I know I just gave Rami Malek and Michael Shannon praise for Nuremberg, but Ben Foster has been the best supporting actor that I have seen this year, and I think he should win. Well, I shouldn't say that yet, because there's still movies to come out. I should make that prediction in February, not November. So far, he's the leading contender for me for best supporting actor. Yeah, what else did I want to mention? I did take notes. Oh, right, okay. So the two things: there's homophobia and domestic violence in this movie. Thank God there was no racism. But the homophobia, I just don't get it. Like, why the hell does it matter who someone sleeps with? Or racism, skin color? Totally stupid. I've never understood why you would judge somebody based on the color of their skin and think that because of the color of their skin that they are less than you, or being gay or lesbian somehow makes them less than you as a heterosexual. And then being a parent, which Sydney Sweeney's mom, Christy Martin's mom in this movie, absolutely pissed me off. She was a terrible person, a terrible mother. Every scene that she was in was a complete drag on the movie. Like, I one of the worst characters in recent film memory was her. And I'm not saying that Ben Foster's character was any good. Definitely not a good person. But I disliked Sydney Sweeney's mother in this movie a hell of a lot more than I disliked him for some reason, and I have no logical reasoning for that. I should dislike Ben Foster's character more. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just different because one is your mother, and your mother should always be your number one fan. Your mother should always love you and support you no matter what. With Ben Foster's character, I understand that there was some manipulation and stuff going on there, but she still made the conscious decision to be with him, and she made the conscious decision to stay with him for as long as she did. So it's harder to feel bad for her in that aspect than it is with her mother's feelings towards her. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. I just couldn't stand her mother. And the 90s. Oh man, the 90s. This was so total blast from the past. That was the last thing I took notes about, was the 90s. There was 90s stuff all over this movie. It was so cool to see. It like made me nostalgic for my childhood. Which again is like, it's just crazy that I'd never heard. Like, I think I've heard of her. I've heard of Christy Martin, but like vaguely. It was like she was never really in my stream of consciousness growing up. And so just crazy. What a wild story she had. I think this was a really good movie. I can't believe this has been 11 minutes, but I did say I had plenty to say about it. It's definitely longer than the last one about Die My Love. I apologize. And I'm definitely in a better mood. Even though I still feel hopeless. Life still sucks. Still insufferable. Like, this feels like... Life feels like prison right now. Like, I have no money. I have no real freedom to do anything because I have no money to do anything. You know, I don't get to see my lady because she's in a different country. And it is complication after complication to get here. Plus, I feel like I'm failing her anyways because I should be able to take care of her, right? Even if she is in a different country, I should be able to take care of her as a man. And if I can't take care of her now, what should give her any faith or trust in my ability to take care of her once she's here? So, you know, we still talk every day. But the vibes have changed a little bit. So I don't know how much longer, you know, that's going to last. But I just really need to find a damn job. It's just absolutely crazy how hard it is to find a job here in the city. And it's absolutely crazy that I couldn't even get a job. A damn throwaway job in the movie theater that they're going to probably not keep me past January anyways. It was a guaranteed 10 hours. Probably not a whole lot more than that. I couldn't even get that job. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I've never in my life, and I've felt unwanted my entire life, but I've never felt this overwhelmingly unwanted in my entire life in any aspect of my life. No aspect of my life do I feel like I am desired. I don't feel like my employer that I have currently really even wants me that bad. No woman in this world wants me. No other employer wants me. I mean, I'm not going to say my parents don't want me now. I know when I was, young, they didn't want me. And I'm not going to, sugarcoat. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I know that I was an unwanted child. I could feel it. I felt it my entire life. But they don't really ever reach out to me. The only time I ever talk to my parents is when I call them. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, Christy was a great movie. Much better than I expected going in. Like I said, I went in blind. I hadn't heard really anything about it. I'm crazy. I'm shocked that the ratings, the reviews are so low. I'm giving this movie a 4 out of 5 just because it was a really good story. It was supremely well acted, and it was just the drama. The drama in this story was crazy, and I am giving Sydney Sweeney her flowers, Ben Foster his flowers. If they both get nominated for, if they both get an Oscar nomination, I would not be surprised by it at all. I think Ben Foster has an excellent chance of winning it. Sydney Sweeney probably won't win but she could get nominated. I could see that. Yeah, this is a good movie. This is worth your time, worth going to the theater for. I'm going to end this for you guys now. It's a bit longer than I'm usually like to run these videos, and longer than I really even wanted this one to be. Peace, love, and nacho fries. Thanks for the support. For those of you who watch, or even if you don't watch, you just hit the like button. It does a hell of a lot for my very fragile and demoralized and completely broken ego right now. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on the next one.